Hey family, this is your girl Miss Lady Tweet again. This is part 4 of We Get What We Want. So I want to talk about the spirit of rejection. Let's get some light in here. Okay, there we go. I want us to talk about the spirit of rejection. Now, Princess, my daughter, who I'm using that name to protect her, Princess has really experienced the spirit of rejection. I'm coming to the part of the story where I want to tell you for the last maybe 5 years, Princess has been coerced to record my husband and I, unbeknownst to us, different disagreements that we've had, even arguments that we've had. She's been coerced to lie about my husband being Chester. She has been coerced to, give her egg donor, negative information about us because she was promised that if she gave this negative information and put us in a bad light, that she would be rewarded by going to live with her egg donor. Her egg donor is young, and my daughter Princess has told me, well, if I don't really want to leave here, but if I go stay with her, we'll have a lot of fun. We'll go out, we'll do stuff, we'll hang out. And I said, yeah, that's understandable. So we'll put a pin in that thought. But here's the crazy thing. So egg donor comes to my husband and I and says, listen, I know that you all are stable and I want a Princess to have a stable mom and dad home. Then she tells Princess, well, I want you to myself. They are not letting me visit you. They are not letting me talk to you, which was absolutely a lie. But here's how the spirit of rejection works. So Princess recently called CPS she sent pictures and conversation to incriminate us, basically a disagreement, and was basically, she told her egg donor that she only ate popsicles for dinner one night, which was true because that was her 14-year-old choice, even though we had other food. And so Princess started acting out and I started noticing different things. And so one day I picked her up from school and I said, listen, I need you to tell me the truth. What is going on? So she broke down and she, cried to me and she said, well, listen, this is what I'm being promised if I do these things. And I want to know, mommy, I have a question. Why is it taking so long for her to visit me? Why is it taking so long? I'm pausing because that messes with me every time. She said, why is it taking her so long to come get me? She said, she told me, this is egg donor that told Princess, well, it costs a lot of money for court and it costs a lot of money for me to try to, get you. And there's a lot of paperwork involved in court. Well, one of the things, the hardest thing I've ever had to do for Princess was tell her, no, baby, first of all, it was free for me to file for you. It wasn't a lot of paperwork. In fact, because of COVID now, you can call the court and put in a complaint. It's probably one page that they'll fax to you or email to you, and then you send it right back. And so she said, well, I want to call my egg donor. She doesn't call her egg donor those names. She actually said her name. But for the sake of my baby girl, we're going to protect everyone involved. So she calls egg donor on speakerphone and egg donor proceeds to say, well, I want you. I'll do anything to get you. It's been 10 years. And so my Princess, being the smart girl that she is, says, well, 10 years is a long time to get up a few $100s or $1,000 for court. Why did it take so long? And so she got emotional and Princess asked me to take over the phone call. And what I said was, you're not going to lie to my daughter any further. You're not going to continue to tell her something that's absolutely free is the hindrance for you not to get her because you're saying that it costs a lot of money. And I began to explain to Princess, because she was like, she felt rejected. She felt like, why doesn't she want me? Why, if she loves me as much as she says she does when I talk to her, why hasn't she fought for me? And that's a bitter pill for anyone to swallow. And I do want to dive deeper into that because my son also deals with that. But it's a heartbreaking thing. It's very heartbreaking. And I let her know, baby girl, if you want something bad enough, you will go get it. I don't care if my child was in Timbuktu. I'm going to find the hottest thing, the next thing smoking to Timbuktu. And I'm knocking down the door because you got my child that I love. And I told Princess, I said, listen, I don't care where you are in the world. There was a time where my husband and I separated, and I moved heaven and earth to get my child. And I make no bones about it. And I'm angry because if you want something bad enough, you'll go get it. I don't care what me and my husband went through. I was getting my baby because she was my baby before she was his. And I love her that much that I want to be a mama, a real mama in her life, and take care of her as my responsibility. These are hard conversations. These are hard truths. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, a mother and mama bear mode is absolutely real. And you are going to do everything possible to make sure your child is okay if you want it. If you want something bad enough, you will go get it. If egg donor wanted Princess bad enough, she wouldn't have let a week go by without trying to fight for her, let alone 12, 13 years go by. She told Princess it was 10 years. Okay, let's say it was 10 years, even though it wasn't. 10 years is a hell of a long time to let somebody just have your child, especially if you're saying that you're a victim and we took her. No, baby, the court took her for a reason. And I'm passionate about this because we create generations of hurt people because we're not honest. We create generations of hurt people because we play games with their emotions, lying to them, saying, oh, yes, I'm going to come get you. Oh, yes, I'm going to do this. This is what's holding me up. When the truth of the matter is we get what we want. Shalom.